All right, so this practice is with the earth element in Sanskrit, praviti, and the intention with smell. If you have an essential oil and you'd like to use it, you can grab that. And you'll put one drop into your hand and rub your hands together. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. And then we'll come into child's pose. Knees a little bit wider, toes touching, arms spreading out. Forehead resting down to the ground. Connecting to the earth element, this downward attraction, this primal feeling. Grounding and rooting, feeling stability and strength. Begin to connect to your breath, maybe ujjayi, that's light constriction of the breath against the back of the throat, or that ocean sounding breath. Start to crawl your hands forward, press down through your palms, and come all the way up onto hands and knees. And from hands and knees, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Grab onto your hips and come all the way up. We'll take a big wide stance. Turn the toes slightly out, the heels slightly in. Come all the way down into a squat. So this motion that we'll do with our breath, it will kind of be like a cat-cow. So some expansion and rounding contraction with the spine. We'll find a little resistance in our legs. And really becoming earth mamas in this movement. So as we inhale, we'll press the backs of the hands into the insides of the legs and lift the chest. And then slide the hands up the backs of the knees. Exhale and round the spine, kind of lifting up. So lowering, grounding, inhale down. And then press the knees into the hands as you exhale up. Slide the hands on the inside of the legs. Press the backs of the hands into the knees. And then as you exhale, round the spine. Drawing yourself deeper with each inhale and hugging in with each exhale. A little resistance with the hands and the knees. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. As you come all the way up into a standing position, we're starting warrior 2. Right toes turning forward, back toes turning towards you. And we'll do kind of like this bow and arrow movement or primal, kind of getting into that survival mode. This is what I think of when I think of the bow and arrow. And really finding this strength in your legs. So we'll bring our hands to touch, looking forward. And then we'll make fists and pull back with that back arm. And then sweep the arm all the way out. And so we'll inhale, pull back. And exhale, draw it in. Inhale, make fist. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then open the arms, exhaling, look over your front fingertips, take 3 deep breaths. See if you can draw your heels towards one another, igniting the legs. Let the hips sink, the shoulders soften. Smile with the belly. Smile with the chest and the heart. Smile with the eyes. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, straighten your front leg. Walk your back foot in, coming into triangle pose, reaching up and over. Place the hand down either to shin, ankle, or floor. Left arm up by your ear. Lift your right side of your waist away from the right thigh. A little slight lift in the chest. Straightening both legs, but try to give a micro bend in that front knee. Lean the heart back. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale up. Exhale down. Come back to the center and we'll do that same pattern of the breath. Heel slightly in, toes slightly out. Bending the knees, hands slide on the inside of the legs. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. And as you exhale, round your mid-back, pull the belly in, coming up. Press down through the feet as you come up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Last one. And then we'll set up our warrior two on the left leg. Open up the feet a little bit wider. Extend the arms out to the sides. And see if you can ground down into your feet, but then at the same time, feel a little bit more support by lifting the belly up towards the spine. And we'll begin that bow and arrow, fierce warrior, holding strong with the legs and really getting strong with the arms as well. So we'll inhale, make fist, pull that right arm back. And exhale, open the arms, sweeping them back together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, strong fist. Inhale. Open the arms, exhaling. Gaze forward. Take 3 more deep breaths. Slow the breathing down. Soften the face. Soften the shoulders. See if you can hug the heels in a bit. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, hands come down to your hips, straighten your front leg, and walk your back foot in to shorten the stance for triangle pose. Arms extend all the way out, and then lowering your hand down. Left hand to shin, ankle, or floor, right arm to the sky. Expanding outwards, but feeling the support from your feet. Feel all 4 corners of your feet. Feel your toes, maybe even spreading on the mat. Feel a little bit of a lift from the left side of your waist, lifting away from the top of the thigh. Rooting down. One more breath in, lengthening. One more breath out, grounding. Inhale to rise back up. And as you exhale, hands to your hips. Bring your toes in. And then walk your heels in, your toes in, your heels in, your toes in. And then we'll come down onto our hands and our knees. And just make a few circles with your right leg, reaching up, out to the side, bringing it up towards the sky, and then bringing it back into the chest, and then switch the movement, reaching it up to the sky, out to the side, and bringing it back in. So you can use the pattern of your breath, inhaling And exhaling. Exhaling. One more time, each direction. And then we'll switch to the other side. Left leg will reach out to the side. Turn the foot up towards the ceiling. Bring the leg and the knee down. And then up, out, and down. And the movement doesn't need to be extremely large. You don't need to get the leg as high as you can. You're just working into the mobility in your hip without overarching in the lower back. Inhaling, coming up, out to the side, exhaling, coming down. And then reversing, inhaling out to the side, exhaling back in. And one more time, each direction. Inhaling, and exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. And we'll find a downward facing dog. Lift the hips, tuck the toes, stretch the hips up and back. And then step your feet a little closer, reach your right leg to the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, draw the knee in, come into pigeon pose, sliding the left knee back. If you want more support, if you have any blankets, you can set the blanket underneath the right hip. First, we'll just pause at our forearms. Bring your hands together in prayer and rest your forehead onto your thumbs. See if you can slow down the cadence of your breath. And if you notice any tension or sensation kind of bubbling up to the surface, use an audible open mouth, sigh out the mouth. And our hips are connected to our jaw as well. When we have tightness in the hips or tightness in the jaw, they can be very closely related. And whether we hold that tension or emotion in the space of the head or the space of the hips, we can also use a breath to help relax that space in the jaw, which in turn will help open in the hips. So you can stay here with forearms down to the ground or stretch your hands forward to release the forehead to the mat. And on your next breath, you'll make an earth sound, this sound of HM or just M. Inhale, fill up, breathing into the chest. And as you exhale, maybe you take a few of those if they feel good, or you can come back to that cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Choose a few of those breaths to make more space in the body, to ground, to root, to feel supported. Last two breaths on this leg. You'll walk yourself back up onto your hands and walk your knee and your foot closer towards you, and you'll extend your right leg up towards the sky. If it feels good, you can bend and straighten the knee, the leg, or you can just keep extending up. Slowly lower your right foot down to meet the left, finding your down dog. You can pedal out the feet or sway in the hips. We'll switch to the other leg. Left leg will stretch towards the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, coming forward, lowering the knee, walking your right leg back, and then if you'd like to use that prop again underneath the left hip, and you'll find yourself up, and then begin to make your way onto forearms. As you pause to the forearms, bring the palms together, resting your forehead onto the thumbs. Again, slowing down the breathing. Smoothing out the breath. And releasing your forearms down onto the ground. If you chose this variation on the other side, you'll stay with your forearms. Otherwise, if you did the other variation, extending the arms and the forehead down to the ground, you'll come down. Taking a few cleansing breaths in through the nose, filling up the chest. And emptying out, letting out a sigh or sound. Then also inviting that earth sound with your next few breaths. Inhaling through the nose, deep breath in. And releasing with a take at least 2 to 3 more cycles of your breath. Taking your time as your breath moves slowly. Softening into the posture with each exhalation. Begin to walk yourself up. And as you come up onto the palms of your hands, you'll walk your knee and your foot on the right leg towards you and extend the left leg up towards the sky. You can keep the leg straight and just focus on the length of the reaching or a little bend and a little straighten through the leg. And you'll reach up to lower the left foot down to meet the right. Just finding your child's pose, just like we began the practice. Knees can be together or knees wide, whatever feels good. Knees wide will be more of a heart opening, and knees together will be more stretch on the back. You'll walk yourself up, sitting onto your heels, and then we'll open up into a wide-legged position. If you would like to use the prop underneath your hips, your hamstrings are tight, this will give you a little bit more height. You can rotate the pelvis forward, opening up your legs wide. We'll come into a revolved twist. First, bringing your hands in front of you. Dig the heels down, stretch the toes towards the sky, drawing the toes back towards your face. And open up your arms. Inhale, expand out through your legs and your arms. And as you exhale, twist over to the right. Then stretch your arms up towards the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, hands placed down on either side of the right leg. Keep the outer left hip or sit bone heavy into the ground as you begin to shift your torso over the right leg. Keep flexing the feet. Each inhalation, like you're stretching your heart, your chest, to lay over the right thigh. And also the twisting of the belly button to look over the top of the right thigh. Find a little bit more length through the crown of the head, slight lift in the chest, inhale. And our final exhale, we'll hold down. Take 2 more breaths. And walk yourself all the way up. And we'll open up the arms again. Expand all your limbs. Inhale, reach through the crown of the head. Get heavy through the hips. And as you exhale, twist over the left leg. Reach your arms above your head. Inhale. And as you exhale, hands frame around the left foot. Keeping the outer right face heavy towards the ground. Both heels press down, toes reach back towards you. And we'll just begin to turn the chest to lay over the leg. And with each inhale, the chest looks over the leg, and with each exhale, the belly button kind of twists closer towards the top of the thigh. And then on your next inhale, you'll find a little bit of a lift the chest, lift the heart, maybe even the head. And then exhale to fold down. And you'll take 2 more deep breaths. Keep your right hip on the ground. Breathe into the back of the heart. You'll come back up. Inhale, open the arms. And as you exhale, hands grab the backs of the knees, cross the feet, cross the shins, and come into a seated position. And then we'll come into 2 different types of breath. First, we'll do Kapalabhati, the breath of fire. And then we'll do the horse seal. Inhaling all the way. Exhale at the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Grounding, rooting. Exhale all the way out through your nose. Inhale halfway. And then short, fast exhales through your nose. Maybe about 30 rounds inhaling is natural as it comes in, but the focus is on the exhalation out. And this one doesn't have to be as forceful or as fierce as like the element of fire, making it almost a little bit softer, the element of earth. Five, four, three, two, exhale all the way out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale halfway, one more round. Exhaling out. So you're pushing the air out through the nostrils. The air naturally comes in, so you can do a short, fast exhale. And it doesn't need to be as forceful as you would think, just a little bit quicker. Five, four, three, two, and exhale all the way out. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale out the mouth. And so this next breath is going to use a squeeze of the sphincter muscle, the anus. So you'll inhale, hold your breath at the top of the inhale, and then just do squeeze release of your anus. It might feel like your whole pelvic floor is lifting at first, and you're squeezing kind of like maybe your butt cheeks or tightening the lower side of your body, maybe even your low belly. Eventually, your control will become more defined, just squeezing and releasing the anal sphincter, squeezing and releasing. And so this is strengthening the apana vayu. This is, we're reversing the downward movement. We're lifting it up and releasing it. And so this, as it becomes stronger, it supports the body or our root chakra. And then you release out when you need to breathe. Yeah, exhale. We'll take one breath in between. We'll try it one more time. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, hold the breath at the top. And then squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Maybe you do 10 to start, then you move to 20. And as the practice becomes more defined, you may be able to fit more of those squeezes in one inhale. Squeeze, release, squeeze, squeeze. Relaxing the rest of the face, the shoulders. And then when you need to breathe, you'll release, relax, exhale. Take a cleansing breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more breath in. Slow breath out through the nose. You'll come to lying in Shavasana. If you have a blanket or a towel, something to place over the body, helping us to root and ground and feel connected to the earth. Lay that blanket over your torso, over your legs. Let your palms face up. And then before you come all the way into Shavasana, you're going to point and flex the feet to make your body rock forward and back as if you're sifting soil, sifting any rocks or lumps or things that can sometimes get stuck. Sifting, sifting, sifting. Breathing nice and slow until you feel that you've done enough of that shaking, rocking motion. And you slow the movement down. And as it slows down, you eventually find stillness. Eyes sink back to the back of the skull. The weight of the bones melt into the ground. You'll let yourself rest here for about 1 more minute. Repeating the mantra back to yourself silently. I am whole. I am grounded, rooted. I am whole. I am grounded and rooted. I am one with the earth. Feeling that support as the earth comes up to meet you and hold you. And you can stay in that Shavasana corpse pose for as long as you'd like. And then begin your day feeling grounded, rooted, whole with the earth element.